23rd of January, 2010, or 2010, however you want to say it. I have another journal for you. Things are getting kind of wild now, so I think I'll just get right into it. This is for my birthday, which was December 31st, 2009. It was a full moon. It was a blue moon, which means it was the second full moon in a calendar month. And the Mayan day was 10 Jaguar, or shaman. And this is from 9:29 a.m. Once again, internal reality is so different, so shifted, as to be distinctly changed. So here I am, once again, exploring the newness. This is getting to be a habit of late, and it just boggles the mind. These changes are so complete, so vast, that the mind wants to say it's just not possible. But that's okay. I don't listen to it. No, I'd rather explore and investigate, thank you very much. Love. Love is more distinctly present now, I see. I guess the reality is more that I am now more aware of the love that has been distinctly present all along, but be that as it may, this is newness. This is how it seems to me. I sense crystal, rainbow colors gently present, just beyond reach of sight, of physical sight, but somehow I see them, with inner sight, I guess. Clairvoyance does appear to be budding for me. There have been many little signs of it. I am glad. I no longer have any need of listing the litany of signs or proofs of these things. Such things may be any things. Those things are so unimportant, so inconsequential now in the scheme of things, those lists. They have somehow lost much of their previous importance, which was not great after all, but was at least present. Thus, I guess the outer world becomes less significant, fades into unimportance, next to the enlivening of this new and vast inner world I am learning even now to occupy. I am so very gifted, and I am grateful. Not gifted beyond any other being or aspect of life, mind you. God plays no favorites, truly, for all is equally present, equally available to every aspect and being of life. Thus, I claim no personal specialness beyond the intensely special reality available to the one, to one and all. I say this not for myself, for I've no need to hear it, but for those who are where I was such a very short time ago, those who are listening still from the various levels of mind, for it is mind that will misinterpret, that will mix up the message in thinking that it understands it. Mind doesn't understand. That is so basic, but can also be so very hard to accept, even impossible to accept from within the realm, the domain of mind. Mind is threatened by this. It is fearful of losing its dominion, its control over the life. Poor mind, it thinks that everything relies on it, that it must be perfect and right and in control. That is quite a strain, quite a burden to bear for the mind, and also a misuse and abuse of mind, for it was never designed to play such a role. Mind is a better tool than a master. People do not realize that they are enslaved to mind, and thus to that which can manipulate and control it. And we are outclassed there by those alien races who have a far better grasp on their history and the reality of their multidimensionality. These, while easily able to best us on the playing field of mind, and frankly dance holographic rings around us there, yet they are unable to stand before us in the presence of heart. While humanity still dances the dance of polarity, of viewing things as either good or evil, light or dark, they will misunderstand much, for that is to remain encapsulated in the duality and polarity of the 3D realm. Yet we are far vaster and greater beings than that, who occupy far more expansive regions of awareness, far and away beyond the confines of this physical realm. When will we learn, though, that to be it, you must see it? When will we get over our fear sufficiently to open our tightly shut spiritual eyes and gaze trustingly on the vaster reality? No, there is no need to trust in the outer reality. Trust is more wisely vested within, and as we relax into it and place it there, whether slowly or fast, we begin to see that the outer reality is no reality at all, that the inner reality is really everything. This must be seen from the level of heart, of course. It is not visible in any way to mind absent heart. The two can work together, but not until heart takes back the reins of control and is released from mind's domination of the scene. I am marveling over something just now. As I look back, I see the radical change that has occurred in my life since first discovering the concept of the no mind, the emptiness, and the surrender of thus letting go. This has been no instant transition, yet it has been a magical one with many surprising, always twists and turns, always surprising twists and turns, just not possible to anticipate. Trust is involved in a certain letting go, a relaxing into it. I see now what an entirely different creature I am since entering into and welcoming the no mind into my world, or since being welcomed into the no mind. It is a strange realm for sure, especially while we yet retain the many hooks, holds, and ties of mind upon our awareness. We first venture into this emptiness while not yet empty. So, it is a bit like walking between the worlds. We see the vastness, or the emptiness, in the opening vistas ahead, and yet we retain the mind chatter that must comment on it, that tries to judge every experience as if it could, as if it should be somehow categorized and filed away. Ha! Poor mind! Little does it know what lies ahead, and it is well that it does not, for it would not likely venture there if it knew. Slowly, we begin to see the vast and wise design present behind everything we touch or encounter. Slowly, different patterns begin to appear to our sight as we let go of our fear enough to begin to explore differing and radically different perspectives. As we do this, only then do we begin to get a better look at our fear, at the tight grasp with which we've held on to our one version, our view of reality. It's funny and notable how we don't begin to see our inner fears until we first begin to let them go. No, there is no logic, no sense in this, but that doesn't matter. We have been far too attached to logic and to the left brain for some time now. It's time to loosen up, to let go of a bit of the fear that keeps us locked in there. That is by far not the only perspective, the only way to view reality. Yes, we've been taught wrong. Our heads have been filled with mostly just a bunch of garbage, but that's okay. We begin to see this too as part of the pattern, part of the bigger plan or structure that we've been unable to see thus far. We begin to see it now because we begin to emerge from the limited space we chose to occupy